Hello and welcome to this special edition. Top 5 beer styles due to tagging. And what I mean by that is they had this thing going around where people are tagging each other, and I don't really do that kind of thing. That's not my interest, to tell you the truth. It's like chainmail, the way I see it, and they do that on Facebook too. And then they tag you, and then they want you to participate. Okay, well, so Albino Rhino tagged me on April 9th, and then 10290 Brewing tagged me. They wanted me to do my top 5 beers that I drink regularly. I told them a little while ago, I said, I don't really drink a top 5 regularly. There's no special favorites. I said, look, well, let me adjust this a little bit. I said, look, Southeast Lions, they're doing terrible in baseball right now. Anyway, I'm out on this back porch. The sun it would be shining on me, but there's trees in this roof porch cover. Okay, but anyway, here at 8:21 a.m. I said, I don't really have a top 5. I just buy different things. I said, usually stuff like natural ice, now Keystone Ice, maybe if the price will be good around here, or if it lasts. It might just be test marketing Keystone Ice again around here. But like Ice House, Natural Ice, Miller High Life, Bud Ice. Used to be a Red Dog when I could get it. Schlitz, Pabst Blue Ribbon, like I'm drinking this morning. Do a little review of that while I'm talking. So, you know, I told my father, you want to smell the Pabst? Why you always do that to me? He said, golden, bubbly, clear, some nice lacing. So they said, fair enough. I said, I could do the top 5 beer styles. And I was thinking about that at work yesterday while I had a little time. Best by date, May 21st, 2018. It's got the date, guys. The Best By date, at least. Nice can, classic Pabst Blue Ribbon can. 1 pint. This was $3.99 plus 39, like $3.40 plus tax for the 6-pack of pint cans. $3.40 plus tax for the pint cans. So I said I could do the beer styles. And Albino Rhino was saying, somebody told me you got tagged, because I never watched those kind of things. Honestly, I'm making a video for a subject that I don't watch. And I'm not trying to be ugly or stuck up about it. I just don't watch that kind of stuff. I don't watch vlogs. People say, here's my life today. I wouldn't want to make a vlog about a video log about my life, because I think it would just be kind of ordinary and boring. Oh, there I am going to the store. Look, I'm buying some bread. I hope this brand is good. So I don't watch that kind of stuff. I don't watch top 10 things. I like to watch beer reviews about beers I've had. Now, when people now here's a good example. Albino Rhino, Chad in Canada. He makes a lot of, or he used to at least, make a lot of beer videos. But I didn't watch most of them because they're beers I can't get. And I don't watch videos for beers I've never had because I can't relate to it. Now, that might sound silly, but if I haven't had it, I don't watch it. Now, if I've had the beer or the whiskey or the wine, I'll watch the video and see what other people think about it. And I'll try to watch the video after I've tested it, so I'm not influenced. Okay, this thing here, whoa, dripping. Didn't really want to drip it. We'll wipe that up a little bit. It's, you know, standard type thing. I'll only drink 3 today. 3 pints. 2 Pabst Blue Ribbon, 1 Schlitz. That's it for today. Well, that makes 48 ounces exactly, and that's what I drink on a day off. 48 ounces of beer. 22 a week. That's enough. 22 12-ounce cans or bottles a week. That is enough, considering drinking about 3 ounces of wine a day, and then I do the whiskey, a couple of ounces every day. Well, you know, that's enough alcohol for me. You might drink more, you might drink less. Okay, so this Pabst Blue Ribbon usually has kind of a different little taste because of that Carlsberger yeast strain they claim they use, or they used to use, at least in that 1980 National Geographic article. I don't subscribe to that magazine anymore. I'm not a member of that society anymore because it went from National Geographic Society, and I call it International Socialism Society. I mean, it just changed. It's not about geography anymore. So I just said, I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to give them my little bit of money every year. Plus, the magazine wasn't interesting anymore. But they had a 1980 article about Milwaukee, back when they used to do articles about cities, geography articles. And they went on a tour of the Pabst Brewery, and the brewmaster said they use Carlsberger yeast, which gives it that little bit of winey taste. And I read that article after I had tasted Pabst Blue Ribbon, and February '96, and I thought it had a strange, kind of an unusual, unique taste. And that's kind of like that winey, like a little white wine taste. It has no wine in it, of course. It's water, corn syrup, barley malt, hop pellets, hop extract, whatever, malt extract, yeast. But it does have a little bit of that unusual thing. And like when you do Coors beer, the yeast gives it that kind of banana flavor. And I noticed, and maybe they changed Natural Ice's recipe. I don't think so. But I've noticed when I've been drinking Natural Ice lately, it's had a banana flavor. Coming from the yeast. So the body here is light to medium. And it's crisp and refreshing and easygoing. So some people say Pabst is trash, garbage, filth. They hate it. Nice bubbles. I don't agree with that. I've always enjoyed it. Not my favorite beer, but I like it. Okay, so. Okay, and maybe some people commenting. Let's see about that. Oh yes. It's a little chilly. I'm gonna take this off as it warms up though. It's about 48 this morning. Gabe says, hi, I'm here. Alex, the beer master, says, good morning, Ron. How you been? I've been fine. What's up, Ron from Knoxville, says Man of Steel. Been subscribed to your channel for years on end. I love your reviews and your feelings on beer exactly or how mine are. I will drink macro and micro and enjoy it all the same. Yeah, I mean, people want me to take sides. What side are you on? Macro lager or micro craft? You have to choose. I don't really have to choose. I can choose both. Frederick says, Ruku says, hey, Ruku over there in England. Frederick Byron, hi from Miami. Just had my second baby yesterday. Congratulations, another girl. Congratulations, Frederick. Wow. What a joy to hold a newborn baby and see all the joy she brings. Okay. Fantastic news, man. Thank you for telling me that. Pabst Blue Ribbon is an amazing beer, plus the price is typically great also. I agree with that. PBR is a lot better than Budweiser to me, but it's all preference, says Man of Steel. I wouldn't say I prefer it over Budweiser. I like both, really. Every time I drink both, I'm thinking, oh, I really like it. Ruku says, I like PSB. PSB. You mean Pabst Supreme Beer? Maybe you just typed it wrong. But Pabst has a lot of odd labels that you get in other parts of the world, like that $40 bottle in China with the actual silk ribbon. It's like Pabst Super Gourmet Beer. R.A. LaFleur says, hi from Massachusetts. Hi, back to you. Frederick Byron says, thank you. Nice song. Oh, you're welcome. Morning, Jay. I grabbed a 30-pack of Red Dog yesterday, says Bart. Ruka said, yes, it was a typo. Okay. Dominoes. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's look at the situation. Now, somebody else tagged me on Facebook, and I was like, there's no way I'm doing chain mail, because I look at it as chain mail. I used to throw those things in the trash. It was saying, for the next 10 days, post each day a different rock album for the top 10 albums in your mind and why they're important and all of this. And I said, oh, I don't want to do that. But Kathy Glade did that. She tagged, but I didn't respond except to say, oh, I have that album that she had posted. And I was thinking maybe she won't notice. Maybe she won't notice if I don't do the post. Because people tend to be on Facebook and they'll do stuff and then they'll forget about it. So I said, maybe she'll forget. She's in a video I made, her and her husband. We did a Hurricane Malt Liquor back 6 years ago. But I just was thinking, I'm not going to do the post, but I was just thinking about albums I would have put on there. If I would have done, these are the ones that get 5 out of 5 stars. They're like perfect rock albums. They're perfect. Like they have no flaws, in my opinion. Who's Next by The Who, 1971. Working Man's Dead and American Beauty, both from 1970, from the Grateful Dead. Rumors, 1977, Fleetwood Mac. I don't, the album has no flaws. Revolver, 1966, from the Beatles. I'll put that there. I would have, now this might upset people. I put Obscured by Clouds, the music from the film La Vallée. All right, stop. The dog. He'll stop in a minute. Obscured by Clouds, the music from the film La Vallée from Pink Floyd, 1972. It's not 5 out of 5 stars, but I would say it's excellent anyway. I like that's my favorite Pink Floyd album. And people say, oh, you're crazy. You've got to put Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here. Well, I don't have to put those because they're not my favorite. I like them. There's another one that's going to upset people. Diamond Dogs from David Bowie, 1974. A lot of people hate that album. I think it's his best album to me. I like it the most. Diamond Dogs, something about that album. I put Dance from Dance from Gary Newman, 1981. I think Dance is Gary Newman's best album, and Jeff Lyons, Pub of Lions, agrees with me. Slow Part of China, Cry the Clock Said. It's a very slow album. It's very slow paced. Some people don't have the patience to listen to it. She's got claws, she's got claws, she's got claws. Okay, well, anyway. The Velvet Underground and Nico, 1967. I would put that in my top 10. Have made a big decision. I'm going to try for the kingdom if I can. All right. Yeah, and if I get on a great big clipper ship, I'll make a video. And then this one, people might say, you really flipped out. Imaginos, 1988. Imaginos. That's Blue Oyster Cult. And I think that is an underrated album. And it's my favorite Blue Oyster Cult album. I'm going to read some more comments in a minute. I like Imaginos. They have great songs. I like the Siege and Investiture of Baron von Franken's Castle in Wissyria, and I Am the One You Warned Me Of, and Magna of Illusion, the Magna of Illusion. CBS Records did not promote the album, and it got almost no sales as of no promotion. And I bought it later on after it came out. I didn't even know it existed. Other ones I put as honorable mention, I put Transformer, 1972, Hotel California, 1976. You could argue that's a perfect album. Terrapin Station, 1977. Every Beatles studio album. Every Beatles studio album. Well, maybe not the Beatles, 1968. That had a lot of filler in it, but that's another story. Every Led Zeppelin studio album. Van Halen 2, Van Halen, 1978. Van Halen 2, Women and Children First, 1980. Fair Warning, 1981. All Grateful Dead studio albums, 1967. Well, let's see. No, let me retract that. I'll take back all G. I don't know what group this is. Machine Head, Rolling Stones, Beggars Banquet, Rolling Stones, all their studio albums from 69 to 81. Yes, even including the 1980 album. Okay. Dark Side of the Moon. Okay. I would put Piper at the Gates of Dawn, Saucer Full of Secrets. Wish You Were Here. Animals, of course. Animals. The Wall. I don't want to get into that. That's controversial. Get a lot of people angry. Let's put all GN albums, 1978 to 85. Who am I thinking about GN? I wrote stuff I don't know what I wrote. Maybe you think. Fleetwood Mac, 1975. Tusk, 79, probably. Hello. Are you making sure it's unlocked? No. Mirage, no, but I would say their 1987 album. What's the name of the album? You know what? Lies, Sweet Little Lies, and Seven Wonders. Can't think this morning. Okay, heading to St. Louis for the Cardinals game on Sunday. Looking forward to going to the Budweiser plant. Yeah, I would recommend taking the Brewmasters tour if you have time. It costs $25, but you'll love it. Take 2 hours of Goalkeepers says hello. Hello, Ron. Glad to see you, says Maxwell over there in Russia. Any breweries in St. Louis that you've been to that you would recommend? Just curious, besides the Budweiser tour, of course. No, I can't think of any. Okay, so enough of the album. So then I wrote, but that was just what I was going to do on Facebook, but I'm not going to. So top 5 beer styles. First, I'll give the honorable mention. Brown ale. These are ones that are not my top 5, but I like to drink them. And if they say if you're on a desert island, what would you? I don't know. If I had a cooler, I would drink them. I don't know if I want to drink hot beer. But anyway, getting up on that. Brown ales, American adjunct lagers. Obviously, I drink them all the time. Export lager, the Dortmunder style export lager. Vienna lagers, European lagers. You know, Euro lagers like Heineken or Grolsch or Golden Pheasant or Kronenbourg or Staro Pramen and all those other ones. I could keep naming them. Golden ales, yes. Blonde ales, cream ales, ESBs, stouts, porters, Baltic porters, India pale ales, doubles, barley wine. Now my top 5 favorites. Hold on a second. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to feel so stupid when I think of the name of this album. It's on the tip of my mind. Yeah, Tango in the Night. Hello, wake up. Hey, Rhonda, I hope you have an excellent day. Rhonda? Alex, the beer master, thank you. Ruku says, have you ever had milkshake IPAs? They are new, but very nice. No, I haven't. I don't even know anything about those. Okay. Help me, Rhonda. Yeah. Get her out of my heart. All right. Okay. My number 5, 5th favorite style. And I could be wrong about this. You don't even know your own mind. I might not. I guess that 1976 album, Boston, probably would be a top album. It's very good. I mean, you get sick of it because they play it all the time, but I mean, it was very well done. Moving Pictures, 1981. That would be something to include. Agents of Fortune, 1976. Spectres, 1977. I like that. Of course, Fire of Unknown Origin, 1980. Heaven and Hell, 1980. Mob Rules, 1981. Black Sabbath. Paranoid, Master Reality, Sabotage. I could just go on and on. All right. Queen Jazz is a very good one. All right. If you can't beat them, join them. All right. I know, wrong key. So the fifth, I like Doppelbox. Hellas Doppelbock or the Dunkel Doppel. I like that. That's one of my top 5 styles. I love Doppelbox. Some great ones like Birra Moretti La Raza. Oh, if you've never had Birra Moretti La Raza, you will love it. You say, but that's a macro beer. It's owned by a big company. I don't care if it's owned by Emperor Palpatine. And every time I drink it, the Empire becomes stronger. I love that beer. It's a great beer. Sorry about that, Ron. I misspelled your name, says Alex. That's okay. Reaper Actual says, do you like Russian Imperial Stouts? Well, we're going to get to that. Okay, so Doppelbox. Ooh. That's my favorite, I think. I think it's just perfect. It's so wonderful. The Birra Moretti La Raza. I could drink that beer every day for the rest of my life. I would never get hardly tired of it. Ever. Never, ever, in a never million, never, ever years. All right. All right. Belgian quads. I love Belgian quads. And those Trappist quads, you know, like Marisu. It was great. What is it? Marisu 12. And what's the one? It's rather expensive. It's got that funny looking label. I can never think of the name. I can get it at Martin Wine Cellar. You probably know it. It's a tri-piece. They make different numbers, right? I think it's the 8 or the 10. Yeah, the number 10 is the best one. Oh. Ooh, and I can't think of it. But you all know what I'm talking about. It's got that little. Yes, love Belgian beer. Chimay, Trappist, Delirium, Westmalle. Yeah. Westmalle. Chimay, Blue Cap, Grand Reserve. I mean, that's just like so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. All those quadruples. Tripels, I could live without that. You notice I didn't even put it in my honorable mention. Something about tripels that every time I'm drinking one, I'm like, I mean, they're good, and I'll give it an A, sometimes an A+, even verging on world class. I still don't like it so much. The third favorite, Pilsners. Pilsner Urquell, the world's awesome, most greatest ever thing beer. Pilsner Urquell. If you find a better beer than Pilsner Urquell, buy it. Staropramen. So many good Pilsners. So many good Pilsners. They got some bad ones, but they got some great ones. I would never get tired of Pilsner Urquell. I have to admit this to you. I just wouldn't get tired of it. My second favorite style, double India Pale Ales, double IPAs. I love double IPAs or like Torpedo Extra IPA. Oh man, I even like Rebel Rouser. People say that's Samuel Adams. I'm well aware of the whole Samuel Adams thing, okay? I criticize Samuel Adams more than anybody probably in the world. But I like Rebel Rouser, and I enjoy it, and it tastes really good. I like it. I like Torpedo. I like so many other double IPAs. I like that Shipyard Monkey Fist, but then they changed it. They said, well, we made it to where it's not so bitter. It's not so intense. I said, why would you do that? Why would you take a great beer like Monkey Fist and then dumb it down? I call it dumbing it down for people that can't handle it. It's like, don't drink it if you don't like Monkey Fist. They could have made another alternative. They could have called it Little Monkey Fist or something, you know, a different one. Why you got to change it? Why you got to ruin it? Why you got to take the fun away from everybody? So I love double IPAs. I like them. The more bitter, the more intense, the more harsh, the more brutal. I like them. Hop stupid. But then it bothers me because they did the same thing with what Optimum, right? Wasn't that the one? They said, well, we mellowed it out. I was like, that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see it mellowed out. It's like hot sauce that isn't hot. People say, oh, I love this hot sauce. I said, well, if you want to call it hot sauce, you might call it spicy sauce. Well, what's this about hot? It's hot sauce, but it's not hot. It's a bitter IPA that ain't bitter. Okay. All right. Bart says, agree, Jay. Diamond Dogs is a superb album. I don't know why people have a problem with that album. I like it. It just fits together so perfectly, you know? It's got a lot of action. It's not doesn't slow down and get boring. It ends like with a lot of action. I mean, I like Young Americans. Station to Station. It gets a little slow. It's good though. Low. Heroes. See, you say, but that's art, man. That's art. That's Berlin. That's deep. Don't you get it? Oh, I get it. That doesn't mean I like it. Okay. I don't necessarily like being bored with mood music. But I'm not against it. Ruku said, Kingdom Pilsner is nice. Hard to get, though. I never heard of it. KJC says, hello. Your reviews are really helpful. I check your video every time I go to the store. Oh, I appreciate your support, man. Reaper Actual says, I actually enjoy Samuel Adams Boston Lager. I certainly enjoy it. And some of their seasonal beers. I don't know if Samuel Adams still makes it, but my favorite was a winter seasonal Old Fezziwig Ale, I believe it was called. Oh, he said Fezziwig. Yeah, Old Fezziwig. I think they still make it from time to time. I like it. Ruku says, laugh out loud. Hot sauce, that's not hot. There's a lot of that out there. It ain't hot. Okay. So double IPAs. The number one, this is for Albino Rhino. And everyone else. Other people might have tagged me, yeah. But I don't know because I don't watch tagging videos. So if I'm not alerted, I don't know. Now you say, who are you going to tag? Oh, I was going to tag William Kepley and John Anile. But they got to start channels, you see. And yeah, I wasn't going to say Ruku, but you watch my videos. I watch your videos. Ruku, your top 5 beer styles. I think he's coming around to a lot of different things because he used to say he didn't like ales. Well, he didn't like them. If you don't like them, you just say, I don't like them. You don't have, no one's obligated to like anything. I'd be curious if you have a top 5. Now, don't come up. I'm talking about to anybody, not just Ruku. If you don't have a top 5, just say, I don't have a top 5. And these are the top 5, and I had never really thought about this before, but I was thinking about it, you know. So I would tag, you know, John Anile and William Kepley and Holly's Happy Hour and Maria Devon and Thomas Meadow 75, Massachusetts Beer Reviews, and I'm tagging, I know you're only supposed to tag 5 people. Oh, what is the rule? I'm making my own rules. Michael Komaroff, so now he has to start a channel. That's the way I can rope them in and start channels. You see, they don't realize it. They'll be having a channel and they didn't realize I got tricked into it. And would tag DM videos and Chris Graham from Stormland and Proper Hops do a video about this. I tag him video. And Norm from Beer Expeditions and Bitter Poet Madman to do a video. And Guy Girl Beer Reviews to do a video. And Andy's Beer Reviews to do a video. Okay. Number one favorite beer style. Number one favorite beer style. Eddie Richardson said, I thought I was the only person that likes Schlitz and Hams and Pabst Blue Ribbon and High Life till I watched your reviews. Love the videos and keep up the good work, says Eddie. Thank you for watching, Eddie Richardson. I appreciate it. No, there's a lot of people that love those. The Jed 1296 says, I live in Japan now, and the taxes on beer makes the price absolutely outrageous. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't like high taxes, and I don't like high alcohol prices. Okay, starting to get a little hot out here. My favorite all the time. Bill McIntosh says, hi, Ronald. I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, you were another person I wanted to tag. So I want Bill McIntosh to make a video, his top 5 beer styles. So, oh, well, you got trapped. Now you got to start a video channel. Oh, man. All these people got to start channels just because of this. That's the way it goes, people. I wasn't even going to do this video, but I said Chad mentioned me, so Albino Rhino mentioned me, and then 10290. And then so I said, okay, it ain't gonna kill me to make this video, even though I wouldn't watch my own video. Number one favorite beer style from me is, he says, I will do a top 5. And yes, I have come around to ales. I like American ales like Lagunitas, Snake Dog, never heard of that, Brooklyn. And I can't stand British ales as they all taste the same. Oh, that's cold. That's so cold. I've had Abbott Ale. I loved it. I had John Smith Ale. I loved it. But, you know, I'm easy to please. The Jess, I know you're a regular beer guy, but I bet you wouldn't be into paying craft beer prices for Pilsners either. $15 for a 6-pack. $60 for a case. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. Ruku says, even though I'm English, he doesn't like English ales. Hey, well, no one is obligated to like anything. All right. Here we go. I could have mentioned Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets. And by the way, I went to a concert on the Master of Puppets tour before the bus wreck. And Injustice for All, you could say that belongs there. $60 for a case is steep. It's likely due to import costs, which, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. What about Jimi Hendrix? All his studio albums. Are You Experienced? Electric Ladyland. Axis Bold as Love. Yeah, all 3, because he only made 3. Gotta mention those. Hard to pick 5. My number 1 is French Bière de Gardes. Oh, yeah. I don't get Bière de Gardes around here anymore. We had La Bête des Vosges, and that was a really weird beer. I think most people that try La Bête des Vosges would gag, you know, but it was very interesting and good. Number 1 beer style from me is, now the tax rate on beer in Japan is based on the amount of malt used in the beer, so you can get a lot of pseudo beer out here for regular beer prices where they either lower the malt, oh yeah, they're using all rice lager. That's why they have the rice lager. Well, you know, Japan has very little natural resources and very little farmland, so they're kind of stuck in a pickle, you see. They're in a pickle, as they say. Russian Imperial Stouts. That's my number 1 beer style. Russian Imperial Stouts. Like the way I drag that out. I dragged that out more than they did on ESPN when they announced the seedings for the NCAA tournament and the NFL schedule. Russian Imperial Stouts. Oh, yes. And what's my favorite? Oh, well, Founders is great, but then I heard they don't make it anymore. It's like, this is a really strange thing for beer companies. The best beer they make, then they stop making it. Founders Russian Imperial Stout. It's the best beer we make. Let's stop making it. Yeah, you heard me right. Shipyard. Double Old Thumper. Double Old Thumper. Oh, it's such a great beer. It's so good. It's so rich. It's so flavorful. Let's stop making it. Brooklyn Monster. Oh, what a great beer from Brooklyn Brewing. What a great beer. Let's stop making it. John, oh, well, you know, John Courage Russian Imperial Stout is so fine, so wonderful, so fabulous, so wonderfully great, and incredibly beautiful. John Courage Russian Imperial Stout. You will pay and pay and pay. Everyone had to pay and pay. Just like with Little Joe, you ain't going to get John Courage Russian Imperial Stout without paying and paying for that little bottle. But how wonderful it is. Holly came from Miami, FLA. Try some Four Roses. You'll like it. I've had it. That special edition 10-year age. Somebody gave me a sample, a little vial of about 3 ounces. No. Bet you it was 5 ounces. Oh, what a great bourbon. The Jed says, I don't know if you ever get into Georgia, but in Helen, there's a small brewery called Fallon that makes an amazing Oktoberfest seasonal beer. Oh, yeah, I get to Georgia sometimes. Have to check that out, maybe. Hayes says, I've been drinking Sierra Nevada Summerfest 2018. I sure like that. I sure do like that Summerfest. So Russian Imperial Stout, John Courage. Woo! And there's so many other good ones, you know. Don't you know that? Like Norwal. Norwal from North. And Sierra Nevada makes a great Russian Imperial Stout. The old Rasputin. Confusion under the moonlight. If I don't do it, somebody else will. If I don't do it, somebody else will. All right. The Jess said they don't bottle, so if you have to get it on tap there. Oh, well, that's not too convenient. I've only had their pale ale and Summerfest. Oh, whoa. Hayes, you got to do some more exploration with Sierra Nevada because they make some wonderful beers. And they make some that aren't so wonderful, but they make some wonderful ones, you know, really good one. And the price isn't too bad. So, I mean, Old Rasputin, $2.49 a bottle. And it's so good. Okay, now a few more things. So that's the albums, which I didn't even list. I was just bringing them up in case I had listed them. I'll just mention them in passing. But those are the styles. And, you know, the KBS, when that first hit this state about 4 years ago, it was gone in hours. Hours, you couldn't get it. It was going till the break of dawn. All right. This year it comes out, 2018. Talk about lingering on the shelf. I know a store close to me got oh so many 4-packs. Oh, so many 4-packs. $20.99 a 4-pack. And they are moving so pathetically slow. And the singles are not moving. $5.99 a single. They are stuck like Chuck on the shelf. Oh, Roquefort. That's right. Raining on your parade. So Roquefort. That's one that I was thinking of. One of the best Russian Imperial Stouts I've had on my sister was one my sister's fiance got me for my birthday last year. It was made by a brewery in New Jersey, and it's only made a few times a year. Oh, didn't get it. I guess I tried Guinness either. I want to try it. I haven't tried Guinness either. Oh, well, if you haven't tried Guinness, you got to try it. And try their foreign extra stout. I got to go walking now. I got to get off of this. I will never get suckered on KBS again. Bill McIntosh said it's a bad beer, period. Are you trying to tell me you don't like flavored malt beverages? Because that's what it says on the bottle, a flavored malt beverage. Ooh, I hear a dove or some kind of strange bird. Okay, so that's it. Albums. I'm sure I forgot so many albums. So don't get angry. All right. And I don't know why I didn't mention Surrealistic Pillow and After Bathing at Baxter's and Crown of Creation and Volunteers and Bark and Long John Silver and Blows Against the Empire and Baron von Tolbooth and the Chrome Nun and Dragonfly and Red Octopus and Spitfire and Earth and Freedom at Point Zero and Modern Times and Winds of Change and Rock and Roll, Planet Earth Rock and Roll Orchestra. I don't know why I didn't mention those because I love all of those albums. I love all those albums. Lawman. Okay. Last call for alcohol. Last call for comments. What beer would you bring out to wrestle some gators? Says C. Bourgeois. If I was going to wrestle gators, I would bring Natty Daddy or Ice House Edge or Hurricane High Gravity if I was going to wrestle some gators. I'll tell you that. That's what I would bring. And if I drank a bunch of Ice House Edge, I'd win that wrestling match. I don't buy expensive craft beers. Usually my price range is below $20 for a six-pack, says Hayes. Well, it's your money. Spend it the way you want, right? KJC says, I don't either. Craft beer is expensive. I'll switch to brandy and whiskey, laugh out loud. Y'all want to talk about brandy and whiskey for a long time? Because I could do it. I was just thinking about Christian Brothers Brandy and Paul Masson the other day. I started having an envie for Paul Masson VS Grand Amber. I don't know why. I was in Walmart and I saw that Paul Masson and I said, something in my mind wants me to drink it, but I didn't buy it. Have you ever had mead? It's very interesting, especially on a cold night. I've never had mead and I never wanted to. Reaper Actual. Hayes says, top 5 beers to buy right now when hitting the store. And C. Bourgeois says, ha, ha, ha. So, go get your Hurricane High Gravity and your Old English High Gravity and your Ice House Edge and your Natty Daddy, your Natural Father. You drink them because I won't. Those things are too strong for me. I can't deal with it. 30-pack of hams is $15.99. That's a wonderful price, Eddie Richardson. The Jed said, Christian Brothers is the reason I don't drink dark liquor anymore. Drank a fifth at a wedding, blacked out, and got really sick. Can't do it anymore. Well, you know, that's like going to an extreme and crazy madness. It would take me a month to drink a fifth of Christian Brothers. A month. And I would like it. Malt liquor, always malt liquor. He doesn't drink it anymore. No, I don't drink malt liquor no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. I met a man down from Colombia. Okay, I was mourning. He was mourning. All right, thanks for watching this video production. And I want to see everyone I tagged. Oh, and I should tag the I'm So Fats. I want to see everyone I tagged. You better make a video. I demand that you make a video. I demand it. I demand it. I demand it.